Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. First up on the channel today, I thought I'd show you one of my own favourite bands. This is a band that I never got to see live. I'm not sure they even did a tour in the UK actually, but they split up not too long. They just put out 2 albums and then they split up, which was a bit of a shame. But what they actually did back in, I think it was 2017, is got back together, did a reunion gig, and there's a nice video of it on YouTube for us to watch, which is very, very cool. And it's about as close as I'm ever going to get to see these guys live. Fortunately, these were a bucket list band for me, and that's just never going to happen, unfortunately. So watching the vid is about as good as it gets. The band, you may not have heard of them. The band is called Majority Rule. Very, very cool 3-piece band, hardcore, kind of progressive, kind of post-metal-y and stuff. Lots of different vibes going in. Fast bits, slow bits, emotional bits, atmospheric bits, loads of stuff going on. You won't get it all just from one track, but this is a great track that I've chosen for us. It's called 49 Words. We'll get it up on the screen and let's see what these guys did on their reunion tour. Everyone's great in this band. Superb drumming, quite unique drumming, interesting drumming, very bass driven, fuzzy bass driven music, and the guitar is just superb. Nice recording. You can hear that bass, it's very distorted, dirty. Here we go. Dope. So I didn't know that they both do vocals in the band. That's good. Great energy to this music. As I say, they take you up, they take you down. There's some really slow atmospheric parts in their tracks, and then there's just this high energy hardcore. Love the drumming. They sound great live. Sounds just like the album. Very, very cool. Yeah, great drumming. That's the stuff. Oh, that was amazing. As amazing it is, it kind of makes me sad that I didn't get to see these guys live. As I say, for me, these are a bucket list band. They're one of my favourite bands of all time. I've listened to their 2 albums so many times over the years. Every time I go back to it, still sounds as good as I remember it. Doesn't age, doesn't sound dated or anything like that. And because quite a unique band, there weren't too many bands. Can't really think of any that sounded just like them, but there weren't too many bands even in this similar kind of genre, even back in the early 2000s, and I haven't heard many since. It was a real loss that this band split up. They left a hole when they went, and no one else really filled it. There are some other bands that we're going to come on to later in the channel that have kind of followed in these guys' footsteps a bit, and I'm pretty sure that they're actually mates with the band and stuff like that. But yeah, these guys left a real hole in the metal scene when they stopped making music, because no one else was really doing what they were doing, or took up the torch after them. So yeah, it was a loss when they finished, but very cool that they came back together and did this gig. I don't think otherwise there's hardly any vids or anything like that on YouTube that you can check these guys out, because the time that they were going was before phones and everything like that. So there's none of those kind of videos. So unless you filmed it with a camcorder, it doesn't exist. So I'm really pleased that they did this gig, because at least I get to see them live on YouTube, and see how cool that they were on stage. But I'll never get to see it in person, unfortunately. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Don't think that this is just all they've got to offer. I said this band, every single track's a bit different. There's highs, there's lows, there's fast bits, there's slow bits, there's all sorts of stuff going on. So if you got a nice flavour of that there, when you dig into their discography, you're going to be surprised, because there's all sorts of other stuff in there. It's all high quality, and it's all something you probably haven't really heard before, so it'll be something fresh to your ears, even though it's a few years old. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that, guys. That's Majority Rule. Thanks for watching the vids. We've got more coming up. See you, bye.